damn attacks are getting more and more frequent. 2 in a week. Shit's really hitting the fan. Markov, give me a rundown.
The victim doesn't have an ID yet, but she was in some pretty bad shape. Worse than what happened to the others, I'm not gonna lie. The new lab techs almost contaminated the crime scene by throwing up everywhere.
Amateurs.
They all gotta start somewhere, Detective. By the looks of it, though, there was a struggle. The victim ran down here and ended up there, where she was most likely finished off.
What the hell happened to her? Was she mauled by a damn bear or something?
Whatever it was, Detective TONOHARA, it wasn't pretty. But at least it was quick. Emmy said cause of death was a snap of the neck, with most of the damage being done post-mortem. She didn't have to suffer.
Interesting. Still, must have had a lot of malice in the end. Enough for them to tear the Vic to shreds. Think it's a personal connection?
No idea, Detective. But forensics found something else kind of interesting, too. You figured with how mangled the corpse was, there would most likely be a fight, right? Any kind of struggle and fighting would be normal for the scene. But techs couldn't find a single drop of blood anywhere in the alley. Just in the puddle where the Vic was at. No spatter, no footprints. Nothing.
So you're saying that the Havenwood harvester decided to clean up after himself? Hard to believe, since he just maimed a kid and left him to bleed out at a park. If it weren't for the squeaky girl, he would have been worse than this.
I don't know what this harvester's deal is anymore. Slayings are all the stuff of nightmares, and each case just gets weirder and weirder.
Trust me, Markov. The weirder it gets, the closer we'll be to catching this guy. And figuring out what his game is. Especially when he doesn't leave anyone alive in his wake.
Except for that Wallace kid. He's gonna be the only real lead right now.
Of course. Putting the safety of the city in the hands of a punk-ass kid. Keep me posted if we find anything here. Maybe we can get something out of that Wallace kid. Help us get an idea of how the harvester functions. And how the hell he was able to survive.
Yes, sir.
Huh? What's this? Not what I expected to find here.
What was all of that? How did I get home? Was it all a crazy dream? What the? Where did this thing come from? How did I? Who is it?
Room service. Who else would it be? You going to wake up or what?
Yeah, just, I'll be there in a sec.
Are you just saying that before trying to pass out again?
You're not going back to sleep, especially not on a day I've decided to cook. What's with the scarf?
It's just,
You look awful. I had a nightmare or something.
Huh? How did you know?
The look on your face says it all. You doing okay?
Yeah, it was a pretty rough nightmare. I should be okay, though.
You sure? Should I tell Sarah that you're not feeling well? She's waiting downstairs for you, wanting to hang out.
She is? Oh, okay. I'll, just give me a sec to clean up.
Alright. Take your time. The longer you take, the more preoccupied Sarah and Zane will be. Keeps them out of my hair while I cook.
Gotcha.
And if you're trying to hide a hickey or something, Zane's theatre makeup is still beneath the sink.
What? Gross! Get out, Richard! Huh? Where did it go? Maybe I was just really tired. I haven't had nightmares this intense before, so it's probably just that. Better safe than sorry, though.
No way. You really did that?
Yeah, and as terrible as it sounds, the whole theatre thought it was part of the act. So she ended up standing there, bright red panties flashing to the world as she tried her hardest not to mess up the choreography.
That's terrible. If I were Cinderella, I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
If I was Cinderella, I would want a stronger dress. One that won't tear apart after being stepped on. There she is. Good morning, Finn.
Finn! There you are! I thought you were dead or something.
What? I definitely hope not. What are you doing here, Sarah? I thought you had service today.
Service finished hours ago, Finn. We always have it in the mornings, and it's already 2 in the afternoon. You've just been sleeping all day.
Oh, sorry. I guess I was more tired than I thought I was.
Of course. With how often you've been going to the hospital, it was about time sleep caught up with you.
Really, Finn? I know you're worried about Thomas, but you don't have to visit him every day either. He can handle himself.
I know. I was just so worried. I just wanted to make sure he was okay, especially since I was the last person to see him before he got attacked.
I know, Finn. But still, self-care is important, especially now that you know that Thomas is okay. And you look like you need it. Have you not been sleeping well?
Huh? No. Not really. I had this kind of scary dream last night. I dreamt that I was walking home from the hospital, and I came across the killer that's been running around. It was this giant vampire demon thing, and God, he was awful looking. And then out of nowhere, this fish monster came out and was fighting with the other monster, and then I think I ended up dying? The fish monster was really weird and random, but I ended up making some sort of pact with it, and then I woke up. When I say it out loud, it sounds sillier than how I imagined it.
I'll say, you really do have an overactive imagination, Finn. Are you sure this is a dream and not the plot to one of your games? I mean, come on. Vampires, you dying and making a deal with a fish monster? That game sounds like a real hoot if you ask me.
I know, right? Maybe I should help make the next Sylvania game. Right, Zane?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about what we're going to have for dinner. They do say, though, that dreams often reflect on what has happened in your reality. Is the stress of what happened to Thomas affecting you this badly?
I guess so. It was probably one of the scariest things. Hearing him get attacked and all. I can't help but feel like part of that is my fault. We knew it was dangerous to be out, but I still let him go home.
That's not something to beat yourself up over. Nobody knows how this crazy maniac works, and you already called the police as soon as possible and rushed out to help him. I think that alone means the whole world to Thomas.
I hope so. He always says that he wants to keep an eye on me and be the hero. And maybe it's time for me to return the favor.
I am curious, though. Your nightmare certainly took its toll on you, Finn. I've always been a fan of dissecting dreams. So, might I ask some questions? Like, what did this vampire and fish monster look like? What other details could you remember about it?
I don't remember a whole lot of it, to be honest. It kind of happened in a rush, and it was really overwhelming. I remember the fish monster, though. They were, sent by someone to help me, kind of like a bodyguard or something. And then they asked me to make a deal with them, call them by their name, that kind of thing.
And what was their name?
Zane! Don't make her relive a nightmare. Nobody wants to think about those kinds of things.
You're right, Ricky. I'm sorry. I was just a bit curious, that's all. I'm sure things will get better though, Finn. Always remember, you have a lot of people looking after you.
Like me. And speaking of looking after you and cheering you up, guess what I managed to get?
What did you get? Wait, no way.
I did! 2 tickets to go see Angelic Rain live on stage tonight!
Oh my god, Sarah, you are a goddess. How did you manage to get these?
My uncle has some awesome connections with people, and as a thank you for singing during service today, he gave me tickets to go.
Really? That's so cool. I didn't think your uncle would be cool enough to do this for you.
Right? Usually he's not. Oh, I just hope we get close enough to touch Rain's hand or something. I heard that his touch is electric and makes you fall even more in love with him.
Better eat fast. Otherwise we'll lose our appetites.
I'll let them have their fun, Ricky. Everyone's allowed to be excited about something. Just like how you get excited whenever we go book shopping. You look adorable whenever you talk about that favourite author of yours.
Morgan Stark is a phenomenal writer, thank you. Everyone should be excited to read his work.
I'm more excited about you than I am his books.
Flattery won't get me to make you those crepes. You need to lay off the sweets.
Oh? Does that mean that you're off limits now too?
Hey, not at the dinner table.
If you can be annoying at the table, then so can we. Now eat your damn food and go do stuff. I don't want you moping around the house today.
Okay, Richard. This is gonna be so exciting.
There we are. Full, clean, and finished with my catnap. A perfect day, if you ask me. And I've already called the club ahead of time for tonight. That way we can get exclusive seats with the host. This'll be fun. You and I going out like this. It's been a while, after all.
We're not going out for fun. We've got important things to do, so I wouldn't relax just yet. That dream Finn had. The way she described them. That's way too familiar for it to be a coincidence.
It is no coincidence, I'm afraid. She only remembers some of it, but that is still a problem. Especially after finding her passed out on the front steps with that mark on her neck. Although she is safe for the most part, the thought of a demon getting close to this family makes my blood boil, Ricky.
No shit. If Finn's nightmare is real, then... Ugh! God damn it! I don't need her getting involved in this mess! Only one of us needs to deal with it, and that isn't going to be her! What the hell are we going to do now?
There, Ricky. It's alright. I made my promise to you before, and I'll make it again. I will ensure that everything you cherish is intact and free of any that will take them from you. This intruder won't be a threat to you or to Finn. That I'll make sure of.
You better. You keep your end of the deal, and in return, I'll give you the rewards you deserve.
Of course, Ricky. Anything for you.
What about this one? Too flashy for a concert?
Maybe? Gotta hope that nobody shines a spotlight on you.
Okay. Maybe not that one then. I'm barely able to go out and get a fun party outfit without my uncle getting on my case about being modest.
I'll say, the fact that he gave us tickets to this concert is really something, too.
I know, right? He's probably just trying to butter me up to do more singing for the services and all. I like singing, don't get me wrong, but not when I have to. Are you gonna dress up too, Finn?
No, not really. I'm comfortable in my sweaters and scarves, thanks.
It's almost summertime, though.
I said comfortable, not cool.
Okay, whatever, Finn. One of these days, I'll get you to dress up nice. In an actual dress or something. If I were Thomas, though, and I told you to dress up nice, you'd probably listen.
Huh? No, I wouldn't. I don't dress nice for anyone. I'm just not a dress-up kind of person. It feels too uncomfortable.
You and your comfort. Speaking of Thomas, you've been visiting him a lot lately. Are you two, you know?
Nope, we're just friends, Sarah.
Just friends? Don't want to be anything more?
Not really. I worry a lot about him, and he worries about me too. But I never really liked the idea of dating and all. And with Thomas, he and I know that we're just friends, especially when it sometimes feels like he's not really interested in being more than that too. But that's okay.
Yeah, Thomas would be cute for you too. If he didn't have that weird air about him.
What do you mean?
Well, haven't you ever seen him when he's alone? He looks so intense and scary. You probably don't notice it much because he's so chipper with you. But with everyone else, or when he's by himself, he's got this different atmosphere with him. Mister, I'm not going to work with you on this project because I'm too cool for you.
I feel like this is a personal grudge now.
I mean, I get that you and Thomas are close ever since you guys bonded in class. But you know that kind of feeling you get when you feel like something isn't right? I get that a lot with him.
I don't get that at all. Maybe it's just because you haven't gotten to know him yet. What happened to the judge not those by their appearance, but the actions deemed worthy by the angels?
Since when do you know about the angelic verses?
I read a little bit one day. It's got some good ideas, but I don't know. Not everyone is always that nice.
I wish they could be, though. Then I wouldn't have to fight off that one demon that tries to steal my chocolate milk at lunch.
I am not a demon.
Then be nicer next time and stop trying to take my milk, Finn. One sec. I've got to buy this and then it's concert time.
Sure thing. Meet you outside. Demons, huh? Just like they were, right? Gosh, I sure hope not.
That too. Have you been there before? You know what? Next time I get a gift card, I'll invite you along. We can all hang out together, grab something to eat. You like food, right?
Is that
Never mind, you're gonna
Gabby?
like this food.
Hey!
Oh, would you look at that? How are you, Finny?
I'm good. Just out shopping with Sarah today. Looks like you finally have the day off, huh?
I'm always working on something. Just not for your father right now, since he's visiting Metro Pure this weekend. Ugh. I'm glad I didn't go. It's not the cleanest of places, and it never feels as welcoming as Havenwood does, that's for sure.
Yeah, he said that it was going to be a rough trip, but hopefully he has fun too. He told me there's this awesome buffet there, so I want him to eat enough crab for the both of us. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how rude of me. I didn't introduce you two to each other. This is Finnian, Lawrence's daughter, and the cutest little angel. I've seen her grow up ever since she was a cute little baby.
Gabby, you're so embarrassing.
The truth can be embarrassing, Finny. But I'd like you to meet a good friend of mine. We go way back, since he used to be, well, I suppose you can call him one of my supervisors?
Pleasure.
Oh, likewise. Oh, wow. You have nice, warm hands. Creepy, not creepy.
I get that a lot. Gabby gabs on about your family quite often. Good to meet you in person and put a face to the names I've been hearing about. It's always nice to know just who Gabby wants to spend time with. Let's just hope they don't neglect their work in the end.
Yes, of course.
Tell me, Finn, have you been keeping out of trouble?
Huh? I mean, yeah. Yeah, just planning on going to the Angelic Rain concert tonight. Sarah wants to touch his hand, but I just want to go for the music. Now that I think about it, I don't even know what he really looks like. I only ever downloaded his music off of iTunes, legally, because I paid for it.
I see. Then I hope you two enjoy the concert tonight. Gabby and I have to go take care of some things as well, as their superior and all.
Right, no worries. It was nice to meet you, though.
Oh, don't mind him. I'm sure you'll see him again tonight. Mwah. Bye, Finny. I'll drop by again when your father's home.
Okay, bye, Gabby.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh? You... okay?
That was him. That was actually him.
Who?
Rain! That was the Rain himself! Ah! You actually got to talk to him, too! What did he say? What was that all about? How come you didn't tell me he was out here?
I didn't know that was him! Sarah, stop shaking me! Help!
What if I never get a chance to meet him? Oh, no. No, of course I will. I'll totally get a chance to meet Rain, right? Finn, right? You have to tell me I'm right.
Huh? She's still alive?
Wow, I'm beat. Now I remember why I never go to concerts. Too many people. At least I got Rain's autograph, though. I bet that'll sell for a fortune online. Huh? Ugh. Richard, how many times do we have to tell you? Lock the doors when you go out somewhere. Dad's gonna kill you if someone breaks in. Huh.
Welcome home, Finnian.